Hello everybody, this is Seth from Property Ace. How's everyone doing now? We are now on day 2 of the Covid-19 circuit breaker period that will end on the 4th of May. Really hope it will end earlier, right? And I really wish for everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, and stay indoor as much as possible. We can overcome this together. Okay, so and in particular to this period, many property investors, buyers are probably having a lot of burning questions now. So of course, one of them probably will be, will the property price drop due to the COVID-19 situation? Should I wait and see? Right, so before I go into this, just want to show you this quick one, some disclaimer. Okay, so to me, I feel that property price very likely will hold up and grow over long term. Okay, of course, I'm sure there are many schools of thoughts, and you probably will be asking why. There are many reasons. I'm sure there are many reasons. So, but today I just want to highlight a few pointers to you why we feel this way. Okay, so let's get into it. So firstly, one of the reasons I feel is the developer's cost. Okay, developer's cost. The property primary market price is supported by the developers, by the new launches. Right, unlike the stock market, it's driven by fear, driven by greed. It's very volatile, prices up and down very fast, within hours or days. But for new launches, for developers, they don't need to drop the price, and they have the holding power. They can wait, and in fact, on top of this, most of the projects in Singapore, a lot of the mega ones, have already achieved 40 to even 80% to even 90% currently. So, and in spite of this current situation we are in, especially in the last quarter, we are still seeing many projects that are selling very well. Okay, so I'll just give you some examples. So you can see that project like Park Esta, Sterling Residences, Riverfront already achieved like coming 80% or more. And a lot of other big projects are already hitting 50%. Another project that's not mentioned here is Garden Residences. I think it's already 50%. So you can see that many projects are already achieving that kind of status. Even the high-end project like Boulevard 88 is not mentioned here. Is already, I believe, almost all the 4-bedroom are sold, and each 4-bedroom is like $8 million to $10 million. So the demand is still there, right? So of course, the next point why we feel prices will likely hold up and grow is the increasing land cost, right? Upcoming launches, in fact, the past launches and to the upcoming launches, generally they will be sold at a higher premium, right? The projects in the market nowadays are really carefully priced, and because of the land costs have been increasing, the developers' profits really has been dropping to even single-digit percentage. They are actually not earning a lot like last time. So there is really not much room for the developer to give any discount or even to drop the prices. In fact, with the demand so strong, and after this whole situation, pandemic is over, and when people come back to buy, there is a good chance that the developer may want to increase price because they are already having a very lean profit margin now, right? So increasing land costs. If you remember, another classic example is like the executive condominium. The land prices, the prices for EC in the past used to be around 700, 800 per square foot. Dollar per square foot, but you are looking at 1,001, 1,002 per square foot. Why? One of the reasons will probably be the increasing land cost. Okay, So the next point that I feel why it will be is the underlying demand. Okay, so we still see buyers visiting show flat. I mean, prior to this circuit period, we are still seeing buyers going to buy. In fact, just last weekend, before this whole this circuit breaker starts, Copa and Newton sold 70 over projects. Many people are still going to the show flat before this whole thing starts, and many units are being sold. So we feel that a lot of people know that this whole crisis is temporary, and property investment is really a long-term investment, and prices can hold up strong. If you choose to wait, then the choice unit will be gone, because there will be people that will go and buy those units up. So, and if you want to wait longer, of course, maybe in the future you may pay for a higher price for the same units. So the demand is really very strong. Okay, other reasons, other points I would like to highlight to you is I want you to take a look at this chart. So yeah, as you can see from here, this is a chart charted from year 2000 to end of 2019. So of course we have right through many storms. As you can see, back in the SARS period, and after the whole SARS is over, the property prices actually went up. The sales volume actually went up. As you can see, the prices is still steadily going up. Of course, there will be ups, there will be down, but once you hit 2019, from year 2000 to 2019, you can see that year 2000, the average per square foot is around $600 per square foot, right? $500 to $600 per square foot. But once you are at around 2019, you are looking at the average PSF around $1,400, $1,600 per square foot after riding through all the storms. This really speaks a lot about Singapore property market. So we feel that epidemics have limited impact on property market. Of course, financial crisis will have more impact, but epidemic will have limited impact. Another example is H1N1, which what our minister has said that the Covid19 is very similar to H1N1. It has a lot more infections and a lot more death compared to now. So you can see that right after the whole situation is under control, property price actually went up 48%, average property price. So that is something actually we need to take note of. So now the thing is this: when it is over, when it's all over, what's going to happen? Right, I think during this COVID-19, how our government has handled this whole situation has really amplified the attractiveness of Singapore real estate market. Okay, so government's swift and transparent approach to tackle the issues really impressed the world. In fact, you have people all over the world praising, saying that Singapore government has gold standard of handling epidemic situations. High praises from a lot of places. Of course, with this, of course, confidence will really boost, especially for the foreigners, people out there that are coming to invest, coming to get a PR status, citizenship here. Of course, they are going to look at the property market. And in 2020, this year, first quarter, right, we already have 841 deals in the core central region, not including the OCR and the outside central region and the rest of central region. Okay, so foreigners actually accounted for 28% of the purchase. Okay, and you know what? Once the travel restrictions are lifted, when this is all over, it is really almost a certainty that demand will surge, and you see people going to show flat again. Yeah. Alright, so let's look at this one more time. So right now we are averaging around $1,400 to $1,600. Back in year 2000, it's around $500 to $600 per square foot averagely. Okay, of course back then, our population is only like 3.3 to 3.4 million. Right, and then fast forward to today, we have 5.7 million, and they're averaging around these prices. And we all know that our government has a population paper to grow to 6.9 million populations or more. So imagine when we achieve that, where do you think our price going to be? So this is something that you probably will guess where it's going to head on. Of course, there are many other factors, definitely, but generally, if you look at the trend, this is likely going to be on the upward basis. All right. So I just want to leave you with these thoughts that I have. Is that don't wait to buy property. Buy property and wait. So think about it, and if you are interested to know more, you want to understand more on this local property market, drop me a message. I would gladly to probably Zoom with you and have a discussion with you. So, and of course, if you want to identify which are the new launches that have the most potential or good potential for growth in the future, the next 5 to 10 years, let me know, and let's catch up from there, and we can talk from there. Thank you very much for your time, and once again, stay safe, stay healthy, stay indoor as much as possible, and I see you again very soon.